What is up, everyone? Today I'll be providing you guys with my Hypixel solo UHC guide. Keep in mind this is what I personally do in game and how I easily get kills. So having said this may not work your first try and it might not work at all for some of you guys, and that's totally fine. In the video, I'll be going into depth with my playstyle and I'll show you guys this within 3 steps. The first step I'll show you guys is how to get your first coins in order to buy stuff. The second step is I'll explain to you guys what to buy in the shop. And lastly, I'll show you guys how to execute the game with the kits and professions given the coins from the first step. So yeah, that should be it, and let's get right into step 1 where I'll show you guys how to get coins. What's up, everyone? So we're in step 1 currently. I'm going to explain to you guys how I personally got my coins in Hypixel UHC when I first joined. So essentially what I did is I went to the arcade games lobby, as you can tell, and I actually had coins, and I actually knew when I first started that you could transfer your coins into other Hypixel games. So if you actually go to page 3, you can see this golden apple right here. This is UHC Champions, so you can transfer your arcade coins essentially to UHC coins, and this is actually such a great head start for you guys, and you can actually buy, it's actually a really good deal, and most people start with mini games anyways, so you'll probably have coins most likely to at least buy like at least 500 or something and get a head start. So I recommend you guys go over here and check your coins, and yeah. Alright, what's up, everyone? So as you can tell, we're back in the UHC lobby. We're right in front of this guy named Mr. Questmaster. Nice looking gentleman. You're just gonna right click him real quick. You're gonna see that he has 3 daily quests and 1 weekly quest. So make sure you actually do these quests and actually click on them, because they actually basically give you free coins if you just get a kill and play a game. So that's actually really easy, and you automatically just get 1,500 UHC coins and 3,500 experience. So it's like really easy to get right off the bat, and it goes the same for solo. And yeah, make sure you guys just click this before you go into game. It's a really easy way. And yeah, next up I'll show you guys what I do with personal boosters. Alright, so a lot of people actually do forget about this like specific way to get coins. So if you do /booster, you'll see that you'll have personal and network boosters. If you go ahead and click personal boosters, you might see that you have some personal boosters and you haven't even realized. So for example, I have 8 hour 2 times, 6 hour 2 times, and 3 hour 2 times. So basically, this is actually really good to use on Saturdays and Sundays, when you don't have school, and you can actually grind a ton of UHC and get a ton of kills and coins. So make sure you guys turn these on the weekends, because it's actually a great way to get coins for you guys. And yeah, that should be it for this like portion of the video, step 1. And yeah, so let's go into step 2, and I'll show you guys what to buy in the store. Alright, what's up, everyone? So now we're in step 2. So basically, I'm going to be completely honest with what I believe you guys should get for a kit. So if you right click the shop and go to kits, you're going to see that I always use Archer. Like, no joke, I always use Archer. I don't even have Tools Prestige. The only reason why I don't have Tools Prestige is because I believe Tools is just for people that want to rush. And the risk with that is that you won't get a rod or a bow. And the problem with that is that people just bow spam the hell out of you nowadays. It's just what people do, because Apprentice Bro is just so broken. It's just so broken. So it's just logical to go Archer, because you'll have a bow to bow back if you need to, which you probably need to, and you're gonna have a rod, which will help you get combos. And don't take this wrongly, because I don't want you guys to bow spam. I really only want you guys to use your sword, because it's the most logical thing to do. But you're gonna face bow spam. You are, so you're gonna have to fight back and counter them, either by bow spamming or you just run away. It's just not that hard to understand. But I wish people use their sword more, because if you drop people with gaps, you're going to win the game compared to just stranding yourself if you just have a bow fight with one another. So please use your sword. Alright, so the first 2 professions you guys are going to buy is in engineering. You're going to see that you're going to have Iron Pack. You're going to grab that right off the bat, of course, because Iron Pack essentially gives you 2 extra iron, and you don't have to smelt your iron. So it makes it way easier, and it doesn't consume time. And then Invention, same thing. You're going to have Gold Pack, and it's essentially the same thing as Iron Pack, but with gold. Alright, next, we're going to go to Apprentice right here. You're going to max all this out until you hit Apprentice Bow. Because essentially, you don't really need a Master's Compass. It's not really like something you need unless you're literally craving kills. So make sure you max it out until you hit Apprentice Sword and Apprentice Bow, because you're going to actually want this. It's really key to my play style. So make sure you guys get this if you're going to like try my play style out. We're going to click on toolsmithing real quick, because right off the bat, I'm going to tell you guys want to get quick pick, because like quick pick essentially like makes it faster to mine, and it's literally so great, because I hate mining with a stone pick, especially when you go Archer. You want a quick pick. So this is literally essential, so please get this. Alright, so next let's go to enchanting, which is the enchantment table right here. And I want you guys only to go all the way halfway to light anvil. You don't need the light enchantment table, you only need the light anvil. And this is actually really important because it's easy to anvil stuff and enchant stuff with the recipes that you've gotten, like the protection book and the project book that you actually need. So yeah. Alright, next let's go to armor smithing, which is diamond chest plate right here. And I want you guys also just go all the way halfway. And I strongly recommend you guys get both of these, but first get Artemis book because there's a lot of bow spammers. So I actually recommend that you get this because it's also part of my strat once again. So yeah, get this as well. Alright, so the next profession you guys should go into is cooking. So cooking is actually insane. So you guys should actually max this all the way out if you can, whenever you have the amount of coins that you need for this. Because the light apple is 4 gold for 1 golden apple. And then you can actually prestige this, so you can get 2 golden apples with 8 gold. So it's actually insane. And it also gives you vitamins or absorption hearts. And this is actually really good because when you start off the game, you might take some damage to some mobs, or you might take some fall damage. So it actually prevents you from dealing actual health. So that's actually insane. I recommend you guys actually just go whole out on this one. Work on this one a lot. Alright, so real quick, the last 3 professions you guys are going to look at. Hunter. You're going to just buy air economy. Please, for the love of God, buy air economy. Not because you should bow spam, but because you're going to face bow spammers. So buy air economies. It basically gives you 20 arrows for 3 flint, 3 feathers, 3 sticks. And yeah, go back and then you're going to click bloodcraft. Golden head, buy this. It's actually really important when you actually use your sword. Hopefully you can. Please try to use your sword as much as you can this game. It's so important. And then survivalism. Try to get this up as much as you can because it protects you from fall damage and all that. Anything from the environment. And yeah, it actually saves you a ton of damage and hard stealth. So yeah, that should be it. Let's hop right into my game. And I'll explain to you guys my game style throughout the gameplay. I'll probably still add some music in the background, like really like quietly. But it'll mostly be me talking throughout all of this. Alright, I already know I'm going to get a lot of comments about which extra ultimate you guys should get. So real quick, I recommend that you guys get Dice of God because it actually randomizes out of all of these. And it randomly chooses one. And it's a great way to see what you guys are best with out of all of these. So I actually strongly recommend you go for Dice. And you'll actually see in the video that I actually do get Andro, which is actually one of my favorite extra ultimates because it gives speed 1. And I personally am good with speed. So I actually strongly recommend you go for Dice because it helped me in the video and you'll see that in the video. And yeah, that should be it. So let's go straight to the video. Alright, so as you can tell, this video is going to be kind of weird. I'm going to just talk over what I'm doing in game instead of actually letting you guys listen to what I was saying in the game. So right now, I just grabbed gravel in order to get flint, and I'm actually going to go head over this tree over here and grab 8 pieces of wood. Exactly 8, because that's exactly how much you need personally for me. Alright, so you want to go look for cane as well. So when you go look for cane, make sure you at least grab 15 cane before you go down into a cave for mining. So right here, I'm getting iron. So when you get iron, make sure you grab 42. So I essentially get 42 so I can make all my iron packs, and then I can also make a forge to make an extra 10 for my anvil. And then also right when you get your iron, make sure you quickly make a quick pick as well. Now when you continue mining, make sure you grab all the redstone you see. You're going to need a total of 22 redstone in order to make your apprentice sword and your apprentice bow and your apprentice helmet. Also grab any gold you see in the cave because the key to also winning is to have healing because essentially you're going to get bow spam, so you're going to want some gaps to heal up after getting bow spammed a ton. Alright, so remember when I told you guys to get that gold pack and iron pack? So yeah, this is where it comes into play. So make sure you guys use your gold packs and iron packs to the max because you want to get that extra iron and gold that you could use later on for apprentice stuff and for golden apples. Next, you want to use that forge that you have and you want to craft 10 extra iron. With this, you'll have enough iron to make anvil and you can still make your apprentice stuff. Alright, before you use your gold to make your golden apples or light apples, make sure you grab your bones, or if you have any bones, grab those bones and turn them into bone meal and use Eve's Temptation to duplicate them, and then you can have more apples beforehand. Alright, next, just make sure you guys craft your air economy with the flint, feathers, and sticks you have, just so you can have them just in case you do face another bow spammer. Then with the paper that you have, you're just going to make 4 proj books, and with those proj books, you're going to put them on your chest, legs, and boots. I usually just put proj 2 on my chest and then put proj 1 on my leggings and boots because this will help you from being bowed at and you will take less damage. So with this, you won't take that much damage from the bow spammers and you actually save a lot of your health. This is actually really key, so make sure you guys do this because it'll save you so much healing. Alright, so now to PvP. So usually the first person you're going to find, it's probably going to be either a noob or someone that's actually good. So usually people tend to run and bow. They tend to bow, rod you back and bow, anything related to bow. Luckily this guy just ran away. and I just chased him. Just make sure you chase him because you do want that head for speed later on. Now with the head that you've obtained, you're gonna have some extra gold from the kill, hopefully. So make sure when you grab any gold and you have a head, just make a G head because it actually does heal you a ton and it does still give you speed. So yeah, make sure you make your G heads. As you can see, I'm getting bow spam right now. Of course. So right here is where I'm gonna use the extra ultimate that I suggested you guys use. So I'm using This Is God, and as you can see, I'm gonna get Andrill from it, and then I get backstab. So with this Andrill, it actually does give me speed and resistance. So with this, I'm just gonna chase this guy down and kill him. Alright, as you can tell, I am getting bow spammed by the back. Luckily, I do have my proj armor that I told you guys to make earlier, and I still have 2 gaps and 2 G heads. So I'm still gonna chase this guy down just knowing that I have healing. And this is exactly why you guys want to use your sword. So this guy had a gap. If I were to bow spam him, he would have had time to eat this gap and he would have healed. This is exactly why you should always use your sword, because you can drop these people with healing. So as you can see here, I do see people fighting. So this is a great time to clean. So if you look at these people's armor, they both have regular iron. So this is a point where I'm going to go clean because I know that I have 2 G heads and a head. So I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to use my G head because it heals pretty quickly. And you'll see later on in the video that I'll get 4 gaps from this just for going in on these clean. And this is literally probably what might have made me win. So just make sure you guys clean smartly and don't go aggro on everyone just because you see people fighting. Alright, so right here is another bow spammer. So this bow spammer is a unique one. So this one literally just only holds right click. So you're gonna face some of these sometimes, but this one's actually like pretty like he does not like using left click at all. So you'll see that he just bow spams me in water. So right here I do try to bow spam back for a bit, but then I just realized I do have heads. I just try to use a head to get out and then just place blocks and go across the water into land, and then I just kill him. Another thing is you guys gotta watch out for cleans. Whenever you loot something, you gotta make sure you guys are prepared for cleans, because you just gotta expect it because everyone cleans. And there's nothing wrong with cleaning, of course, because, you know, everyone cleans. But just be prepared for it because you're gonna get cleaned most likely. Like when I say be prepared for cleans because it's most likely gonna happen, I mean be prepared for cleans because it's gonna happen. So as you can see, we're already getting clean again. So just make sure that you're ready for this. If you have healing, you might not want to loot the head and focus on the head. You might want to just go in and try to kill this person and then loot the head later on. If you don't have healing, you might want to loot the head or just run away. Alright, so now that you're in deathmatch, I personally always go for the gaps because I just like the healing. I always like having it just in case there's a hopper or someone that's almost as stacked as you. It's always just nice having that extra healing. Alright, so now it's time to look for players. I actually look for iron players because they tend to have gaps for some reason during deathmatch. I guess they just mono game and it's a free head and easy gaps. So I actually recommend that you guys go for iron people. Alright, so now you're going to come down to the final person or the final 2 people left. And usually they might team on you just knowing that you have a lot of kills. So you're kind of just going to have to deal with that. But you're still going to have to play smart. Just try to force them to fight each other. And eventually they will get drained and you'll just somehow kill them. And yeah. Alright, so that essentially wraps up my solo UHC guide. I hope this has somewhat helped you guys, or at least you've gotten 2 kills or 1 kill from it, and I've at least gotten some coins out of it. And yeah, that's it for this video. I'm gonna actually link the big head mod that you guys should actually use. It actually makes the heads that you get from kills bigger, and it actually is really helpful so you can find your heads easier. But yeah, that should be it. Texture pack will be in the description. Thank you guys so much for the support. I'll see you guys in the next one.